Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Missouri's offense will go to work first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You think there's some kind of deception going against this secondary.
To the air on second down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, you know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Manning. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 40. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Buckeyes offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Line is set on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Completes it in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wants to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just
getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for room, it's Hardy. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Got his man downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, oof, that would be a fun day.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. Strong, firm tackle.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Tigers get the first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll try the right side. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. At midfield, he's got room. Flying down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Fakes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
To be honest, honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Going to the ground. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That little swing pass was designed to get the running back loose and get him some space, and the defense was there to shut it down.
Yeah, and I want to get him the ball in space. I got to find ways to make that happen, but after he catches it, I need him to be a great running back. I need him to make people miss and make big plays. I'm finding ways to get him touches. Now he's got to make those big plays for him.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. On the run, it's Hardy, finding open areas. And he makes the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Fires toward the target, working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Gonna look downfield again. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Missouri!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. To a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.